Hey guys, Xenith here, and just now, like 10 minutes ago, before I'm recording this, the PS5 Pro was announced, and oh man, I really want to talk about it a bit. So this has got to be one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen in my entire life, when it comes to gaming hardware. So the new PS5 Pro, just as hideous as the previous one, by the way, is basically a PS5 digital edition, but it has DLSS. That's it. It's got DLSS. They tried to make it a little bit more like, oh, we did all sorts of stuff, but it's just DLSS. That's all it has. It's the same stuff as before, but it's got AI upscaling. Sure, maybe it's technically got a bigger GPU and stuff in it, but, you know, the truth is, size doesn't really matter that much, alright? Okay, whatever. So, yeah, they've done something new. Well, for PlayStation, they've put AI upscaling on this. So this is something that we've had on PC for 5 years now, I think. We've had DLSS. I can't remember, when did DLSS first get introduced? Yeah, 2019. So it first came out in February 2019. So we've had DLSS for over 5 years now. And, you know, I mean, back in the early days, DLSS 1.0, it wasn't the best and not all graphics cards could do it. But now, you know, if you buy a new graphics card, even the ones that are quite cheap, like the RTX 4060, even that can do DLSS frame generation, and that thing's only £270. And that's probably better than the PS5. So the PS5 Pro. I want to get onto the part that annoys me the most, though, and that is the price. The price, Jesus Christ. It is £700. £700 for the bloody thing. Are you kidding me? Why is it £700? It doesn't look all that special. It's using AI upscaling, so it's not even got the raw power to do what it needs to do. What it's advertising. It's having to use not frame generation. They actually didn't mention frame generation. They only mentioned AI upscaling for the resolution. So if this thing doesn't even have frame generation, what the helling shite am I paying £700 for? Right, and I'm not paying £700. In fact, that PS5 behind me, that one's going on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or whatever. If anybody wants to buy it and you live in the UK, somewhere in the north, maybe you can come and buy it from me, because I'm getting rid of that thing. It's a disc edition PS5. I bought it a few years ago. I played Persona on it. It was cool, but whatever. I don't want the PS5 anymore. I'm fed up of it, and this is just so ridiculous. And you may also be thinking, disc edition. There is no disc edition of the PS5 Pro, as far as I can tell. They only announced a digital one. So they're selling you £700 for this new PS5 Pro, and that is that's nearly double what the PS5 digital edition costs. The PS5 digital edition costs £370. £370 for the PS5 digital edition. PS5 Pro, £700, and it doesn't have a disc drive. So let's say you've owned the PS5 for the last 5 years or 4 years, and you've owned the disc version like I do, and you've been over that time buying all of your games on discs, because why else would you have bought a disc edition PS5? And now you see the PS5 Pro, and you're like, oh, I could do with a bit more power, I'm kind of interested in that. And then you see, oh, it only is in digital. What the fuck are you meant to do with your discs? What are you meant to do with your discs now? What, does Sony expect you to go and list your games on eBay, and then use the money that you got to selling the games, and then give it to Sony to buy it digitally? It's like they're selling you the game twice, isn't it? Because they're getting money from you twice if you do that. It's actually a really genius move. That's very smart, and I bet that's exactly the logic behind it. But yeah, they're basically no more disc drives. So even though they've been supporting the PS5 with discs until now, and they also charged nearly £100 extra for the disc edition PS5 compared to the digital one, which already was bloody extortionate. They're now probably going to stop producing discs. I wouldn't be surprised if they went and said, we're only doing digital games now. That would not surprise me at all. And, you know, it's just going to strengthen the push towards PC gaming. Because, you know, if consoles get this much more anti-consumer, people are going to be flocking to PC. Like, what is the difference between getting a game on PC and PS5 now? Like, I didn't buy Final Fantasy 16. I said I'll just wait until PC because it'll be better on my PC, and it'll probably end up being cheaper as well because, you know, you can buy it from CD key websites like cdkeys.com, and the Steam sales are usually pretty good. And I mean, to be fair, the Sony sales are sometimes pretty good as well, but, you know, I don't like how locked down the PS5 is in terms of how you can buy your games, especially digital ones. Like, I don't want my only way to buy games to be through Sony. Sometimes I like to buy a game pre-owned. There's nothing wrong with that, buying a pre-owned game. It's been a thing for a very long time. Nintendo doesn't have a problem with it. I mean, I buy most of my Nintendo games brand new because I usually buy them at launch. And, you know, that's one thing. Like, if I'm going to be paying full price for a game, I would like it on disc, please. But, yeah, anyways. The PS5 Pro is pathetic. It was the most pathetic console announcement I've ever seen. The guy announcing it could barely keep a straight face. He was smirking the entire time. He was like, "Yeah, we're adding all these things. These guys haven't seen the price yet." But and then they wait until the end to show us it's £700 fucking pounds. Okay, so that's it. The PS5 Pro is crap. Do not buy it. If you buy it, I'm not going to be your friend. So yeah, if you don't want to be my friend, buy a PS5. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.